let me ask you this. One of my favorite questions is, what is the proper role of government? And it's usually meant vis-a-vis its citizens, and you just touched upon that you as a legislator would not have the hubris to say, I know how better to spend your money than you do. Which is nice to hear from this conservative, constitutionalist type person. So let me throw a current event at you right now. That we had an accident in Pelham, a really bad accident with fireworks, 11 people hurt, a couple of children.
Yeah.
And I wrote about it on GraniteGrok, and I'm quite sure that I'll be excoriated by somebody once it gets around. But I basically said that government really shouldn't be doing anything about this accident. The right first responders were there, government should provide that. They did, at the local level. But the fire chief said, I'm going to work with our lawmakers to make sure that this would never ever happen again. And I look at that and say, if I believe the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and especially when I read the New Hampshire Constitution,
yes,
I would think that a New Hampshire legislator should always say, what is the boundary line between a citizen and their government? Where is that fine boundary? Perhaps in this case, to help give the readers and watchers of GraniteGrok an idea of where you settle down. Is it something that, as one New Hampshire Democrat representative said, that government is there to protect against our stupidity? He literally said that on the floor. The quote's on GraniteGrok. I may be paraphrasing it. You know, do we need to be saved by government, or do we learn by our mistakes, and therefore government should stay out of it?
Wow.
A little bit of a mouthful.
No. Certainly, I'm sorry those kids got hurt, but accidents do happen. You have to believe, and I do believe, that no parent, no good parent, no thoughtful parent, no parent that cared about their child and loved their child would ever necessarily expose them to danger. Okay. How do you pass a law so nobody ever gets hurt? Well, that's impossible. For example, I ride motorcycles. Okay.
Please tell my wife to let me ride a motorcycle.
Wife, let him ride a motorcycle.
And you know what kind of look we'll both get?
I'm sure. But, and in New Hampshire, if you're 18 years of age or older, it's your choice whether you wish to wear a motorcycle helmet. The assumption is that you're an adult. You understand that most likely this motorcycle can go fast and there's an opportunity that you might get hurt, but you make a decision for whatever reason to wear one or not. When I first started riding, someone told me that you wear a motorcycle helmet because at slow speeds it can save your life. At high speeds it'll allow you to have an open casket. But if you've ever slipped on the ice in your driveway and banged your head, and you're a motorcycle rider and you don't wear a helmet, I think that's what evolution is all about. You know? Things happen, accidents happen. That's why they call them accidents. To try and pass a law to keep accidents from happening, unless, of course, stupidity becomes a serious felony, punishable in New Hampshire by fines and jail time. How do you stop accidents? You try to teach people. You hope people think. You hope they learn from mistakes. If they don't, well, they don't. But how else can you possibly learn?
So in essence, what you're saying is that people will make mistakes.
Sure. Government
should not cushion them against those mistakes, because that is freedom.
Liberty. Yes, it is freedom. That's freedom of choice. Isn't choice kind of a big word these days? Don't you want to have choice? Can't you choose to wear a helmet or not? or choose to make bad decisions. But if you don't learn from those bad decisions, that's the problem.
Well,
Then shame on you.
GrokTV.